Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the China Masters 2025, and it's to our final match in session 1 on quarterfinals Friday. Akane Yamaguchi, current world champion, women's singles, number 4 seed here, up against Putri Kusuma Wardani, number 7 seed from Indonesia. Well, those were the semi-final berths. As you can see, Kim Gan with a stunning performance against Wang Ji, Han Yue with a equally stunning performance against Chen Yufei, you could say, and An Se-young disposed of PV Sindhu in straight games. She will face either Yamaguchi or Wardani in the semi-finals. So here they come. Akane Yamaguchi in great form recently, and current world champion, as I said, picked up the big trophy in Paris, and this should be a very, very good match to watch, as Putri Kusuma Wardani has also been in great form of late. Saying that, Yamaguchi has a 4-love head-to-head lead. Wardani's never beaten her. But what better stage than to set that record straight on the Super 750 than is the China Masters 2025. There's confirmation of that. Last time they met, World Championships, that was in 3.
What do you choose? This side. This also serve. Serve. You receive.
Chen Zhenyang with the coin toss. Umpire for this one, either D2 will be in the service judge seat. Now I'm getting settled in. I'm sure you will as well, because as I said, this could be a technical masterclass. Both players love to play the rallies. They've both got a decent attack. And in my view, Wardani's defense has increased greatly. 23 years old now, Putri Kusuma Wardani. Gregoria Mariska Tunjung, of course, has been sidelined a lot of this year with vertigo. She's now on the comeback trail. That would mean that Kusuma Wardani is most probably vying for that #1 spot at the moment. Chupin Chan and Sim Yoo-jin. Sim Yoo-jin, not easy to beat. 37 minutes, hasn't dropped a game yet. And that's a good testament of Wardani's current form. She got a bronze medal at the World Championship. This lady got a gold. 28 years old now, Akane Yamaguchi, former world #1, of course, ranked 4. That's only because of the very, very tight margins in the women's singles department. She was world #1 2018. Supanita Keitong and Michelle Lee, 34 minutes and 31 minutes, also hasn't dropped a game. And I have to say, with the form that Michelle Lee's been in recently, that probably is a better run-up. But one of these ladies has to drop not just 1 game, but 2 games. And I wonder who it's going to be. Coaches are ready. Yamaguchi was out in the first round last year. Wardani didn't play last year. Yamaguchi with a third place spot in China, Japan, Indonesia Open and Singapore. Wardani quarterfinals in Japan, Indonesia and the Malay Masters. And there is confirmation of our umpire and service judge. Well, as they say in boxing, let's get ready to rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, my right, Putri Kusuma Wardani, Indonesia. And on my left, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. Akane Yamaguchi to serve, the ball, play.
Wardani with the height advantage. She's 5'8". Yamaguchi just about scraping 5'2". But what she doesn't have in height, she makes up for in court coverage. And that, off her opening 2 points, just shows exactly how pinpoint accurate she has been of late. Nice from Wardani.
Subsover, 1, 2.
Said that long. Wardani playing on the slightly breezier side. So Yamaguchi certainly overcooked that shot. Wardani with the drift behind has to watch those lifts to the back. So far, control's been good. Just a bit too low. She was such a long-serving and noble, if I may say, #1. Of course, replaced now. That's certainly during her tenure as world #1 was the benchmark for all the other players to aim for and beat. An Se-young now has that mantle, and she's just a different type of player, the ultimate all-rounder. And she will, in fact, be the prize, if you could call that, a prize for whoever wins this match in the semi-finals. Chance to play the great An Se-young. Of course, many players get that opportunity, but whether they get it in a semi-final at Super 750, Young is certainly laser-focused. That is a different situation. First challenge of the day at 4-all. That is out.
Unsuccessful, 1 challenge remaining. Service over, 5-4, play.
Very much like the men's doubles we just watched. Both players, in fact, it's a lot like Kim Ga-eun versus Wang Ji. And that's whoever wins this first game from whichever side, that's really going to dictate the theme and evolution of the match.
Service over, 5-6.
Just a longing look back at her coaches, because so far, if I'm right, that's 1 of 4 in terms of attempts to the back line. So not controlling that drift that well, Wardani. And as a result, those 3 points are reflected on the scoreboard. 8-5 down. That's wide from Yamaguchi.
Service over, 6-8.
Touch, good kill. Well, the body language of Wardani at the moment suggests that she's just not quite happy with her output. Needs to settle down. That's in. She's happy with that.
7-9.
Oh, great touch from Yamaguchi. Once again, just forced that return, Wardani. Well done. So that's 2 points pulled back. 1 more to settle it up before the interval. Good from Wardani. The set settled down. She's certainly done that. Are confident enough to play the lift serve from the windy side. How much is that?
10-9.
Go long. This is good from Wardani.
Still
100%. Good to see her keep trying. She certainly wants to get that length in this specific match sorted out early. That's smart play. Her cross courts, not have any problem with it all. 11-10 at the break.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
So back on court, Yamaguchi. Just watching her with the coaches there, just so ready for the big games. That World Championship she picked up in Paris a few weeks ago was her third World Championship. She's a triple World Champion. 2021, 2022, and 2025. And as I said, with the state of the women's singles division right now and how highly competitive it is, to win it again 3 years after her last is already an achievement. But she knows what to do on the big stage. There's no doubt about that. That's a great rally. Just too soft from Wardani. Well, what's good about what Wardani is doing so far in this game is that she's being very hard on herself. She wasn't happy with those backcourt lines, so she fixed it. Now the cross-court and net play are dipping. She seems upset enough with her output that she's going to try and fix those too. The overriding point is she's not focusing on what her opponent's doing, she's focusing on what she's outputting.
12, 13.
And she's just 1 point back. Net shot from Wardani. That was a good round the head clear from Wardani. It was an even better return from Yamaguchi. Wow, what a return. Yamaguchi has been flawless in that, as we see it, left side corner. Just effortlessly watches that go. She's got a lot of support these days, Yamaguchi, in terms of the singles department. Natsuki Nidara, of course, Tomoko Miyazaki as well coming up. And she's just 19 years old. A lot of strength and depth. The Japan national team. Riko Gunji is another one, former world junior champion. Of course, Aya Hori is now retired. Got married, and as I understand it, is now pursuing a career in broadcasting, if I'm right. But also with badminton such a big part of her life, I'm sure that she's taking on some ambassadorial roles. Married a Malaysian, Wang Yusin. That's a beautiful shot from Yamaguchi. Just killed all the speed off it, slices it, puts it into front court. 17-14, and at this position, you'd have to say that it's Yamaguchi's to lose this first game. I'm only saying that because the defense is just so solid. Attack is coming through as well on the flanks. Well, the ideal situation for Wardani was most probably to win on this windy side and then get the second game on the better side.
Putri Kusuma Wardani challenges Ko E.
But as we saw with Kim Ga-eun earlier, if this first plan doesn't work, there is a plan B, and that's to win on the better side and then take it to 3 and win in the third. That really was a just sensational strategy from Kim Ga-eun. So as you look at the challenge, that's in.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining. 19-14. Play.
19-14. Oh, mistake there. So 6 game points for Yamaguchi. As I said, the odds were weighted in her favor as soon as she hit 16, 17 points. And again, it's just a beautiful shot from the triple world champion. 21-14. And 1 foot in the semi-finals.
Second game, level play.
Well, to the all-important second game. Now, a lot is going to depend on how well Akane Yamaguchi plays from this end. Wardani is, well, her only chance is to go full attack from that end, try and claim the second game. But if Yamaguchi can dominate this end as she did the further end, then it's going to be very, very tough for Wardani, who, don't forget, has never beaten Akane. So far, so good for Yamaguchi. All smiles on the Indonesian bench.
Successful 1-2.
A little bit too soft. Serve. net play. Letting it down. Well, that, keep an eye on that because that's 2 attempted, 2 missed for Akane. Might be an area for Wardani to try and capitalize on, but of course she's got to get her own shots right as well.
Service over, 3-all.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's what I mean about how she plays from this side, because the first time she tried that line, it didn't work. The second time, she hits it perfectly. Both players are going to spend the next few shots adapting to these new conditions. But look at that from Yamaguchi.
5-3.
She built her legacy on recovery and defense, but obviously over the years, she's been, let's not forget, to 5 World Championships, picked up a couple of bronzes before the 3 golds. Over the years, she's just added so much to her game. And now, if she gets on song, one of the hardest women in the division to beat, full stop. Mistake from Wardani, 7-3. Now she has 2 job tasks. Has to win the second game, also has to put in a 4-point run against Yamaguchi. At least. Make that a 5-point run. So she's struggling down the line. She's struggling in mid-court. Wardani has to settle down again. Gone long. Yamaguchi is also struggling a little, but the margins are so much smaller for her. And I fully expect her to just pull back on the tram lines. I think that she can probably play a safe 95% game, being 1 game up, and see what Wardani's going to do. Wardani has to ask the questions. Wardani has to make something happen. Yamaguchi. That, if I'm right, is in. What a beautiful clear. With the wind behind her. Well, I think it's safe to say from that and the down the line shot that the right side of her attacking court is pretty much on song. Still struggling a bit with the back line. Challenge coming. Oh, look at that. I think that's the closest one we've seen today. That's going to give her a boost of confidence.
5-9. Play.
Successful challenge. Again, as soon as she gets on the attack, pressure is unbelievable on Wardani. Miss hit from Yamaguchi. This is going to be good for Putri. Winning a couple of points. Get that engine started up. And that was the longest rally. Late take from Yamaguchi, but she covers well. See how quickly she got to the front of the court. Oh, bad read from the triple world champion. And that just goes to show you it can happen to the best of you. You just see this 5'2" figure just jump into the air and then unleash a 347-kilometer-an-hour winner into the corner. Really is a sight to see. But she gets great elevation. Well, I think there's a fly on the court, perhaps. Just got so close to the net, and things are beginning to get tight for Putri Kusuma Wardani. This is how tight it was. So 20-second call, Yamaguchi back on court, and just like that, after 26 minutes, we are into a crucial phase of play for the Indonesian. She has to make this part of the match work for her. It's again gone very wide.
12-7.
That's nice.
That's over. 8-12.
Well, not being too harsh, that is a beautiful shot. Unfortunately, she needs to be very, very frequent. Great rally. Oh, she did everything right in that point. But still, the winner comes through.
13-8.
13-8, and Wardani is running out of time. And points. Within which she can fix this situation.
Eight.
14-8. Oh, that was very delicate to the net from both ladies, and a good winner from Wardani.
Sets over 9-14.
Oh, she's getting stuck into the race, but look at that drop shot. Wow. It's just one extra shot every time that Yamaguchi has. She read the situation, saw Wardani set up for the flat exchange at the back, and then all that lovely space at the front for her to finish off in. Good pick up from Yamaguchi. Denied by the net. 16-9. Look at that court coverage from Yamaguchi. That's going to be finished off, killed nicely.
17-9.
Oh, well, she had a number of different options she could go with.
9.
But this has been a great display in the second game from Yamaguchi. Good response, but I have a funny feeling that that might be too little, too late.
18.
What a response. I did say that a lot of it would depend on how well she played from this side of the court. I think you've seen it as well as I have. She's been near perfect on both sides. And I have no doubt in my mind now that she's going to finish this off. She's ending it in style, and I, for one, just cannot wait to see how she's going to play against An Se-young in the semi-finals. 32 minutes on court, 10 match points. It's just getting closer and closer, really. Misses the net shot.
11-20.
You could just see in that point how it started big, and then she just starts closing the space down on Wardani. On the attack, Yamaguchi again, and there's that drop shot. Unplayable. It's unplayable. Wonderful. 21-14, 21-11. 33 minutes, and she will go on to the semi-finals to play An Se-young.
By Akane Yamaguchi, 21-14, 21-11.
Valiant attempt by Wardani. In the end, Yamaguchi prevails 21-14, 21-11. And that is the final match of session 1. Yamaguchi on to the semis. And that's the order of play for session 2. And that's going to be kicking off at about 5 p.m. local time. So do join us for that. For now, it's goodbye from me, and we'll see you tomorrow for the semi-finals.